Guys, you're welcome back to the show. It's Offside Laughs here at FMS. We are here to bring another beautiful discussion and debate, analysis. The guys are seated. I am Princeton. I have Lakum, Albert, and Stoney to do the discussions today. We're going to give you something different today. And we're going to be sparkling. Charlie, the guys are going to debate and discuss about some players, some top players that you've seen in the football. Let me introduce them. I've already mentioned their names, so you know them already. Charlie, how are you doing?
Everything good. Doing great.
Yes, today you good?
We are them when they.
They are. Question. No. A simple question. What to say? I say.
I said you. Oh yeah. I say baby oh. Baby oh. Hey, you I say Ghana for see. We like those things. Yeah, ultimately I dream number. You just have to say yeah. What's it? You. And yeah, say it. And yeah, can't keep quiet too.
Boys need you, fans need you. Solution or catch.
More parties.
I'm
Oh, feel like Biana.
Na me say me how
is that story?
Cinema how. Oh, how dey me how pa? Me how you how.
Oh, now also how? Oh, how?
Mo so every ne me.
How?
No matter how. I'm a real to say. What can I say? Baby how?
Oh, because
Charlie. And then Mr. Tefiu who then they cost Real Madrid yesterday. Mbappe say coach is our fourth choice. Coach is say on cancer. To one they kind of create. The answer question mama na to us.
One can obi e kind of create.
Obi e kind of create say.
Yeah.
Somebody's lying. Because
obi no twantro.
Oh, masa.
Yo, Master, who won't send me 100 man?
Yeah, man, yes, I don't know. Don't do that.
This will be no twantro.
Kylian Mbappe. In fact, yesterday in the game against Real Oviedo,
okay,
he was booed when he was substituted on. Yeah. Fans were booing him. And so after the game, he was, I don't know whether Onagasan or Koye voluntarily to talk to the media. Yeah. And then he was asked about that. He said, okay, it's normal for the fans at Benabout to boo you. So he doesn't see anything wrong with it. And then he was asked about the team chemistry and all of that, about his selection. And I say, the coach has told him, Abelua, that he's a fourth choice behind Mastantuono, Garcia, and then Vinicius Jr.
You see,
the manager was asked about it. No, see, no, on Casa, Mbappe na anti-ACAE, I'm not sure he said or he repeated what he said to Mbappe. But he's clearly denying it. What is wrong?
Easy. And the reason why I'm not fans, you know, a boo Mbappe, you know, a
man to enter Magby.
Is it?
A man trademark.
Yeah.
Fans are ba. Fans are never coming. You see, and the main reason why I'm not Mbappe fans in Ibuni because of the news are not as circulating. Say sometimes match be on my he decide to play or not. The narrative be around him, particularly at the end of this season. Say match be on my or not decide say on was that kasu pra. Ebu on so or baso bebo. And the fans no in terms because of this narrative, they feel like say as a way player I got to baso or buy or ball. And who decided match how bit mabo. So and they the main reason why and all but not fans in the masa won't make the match up as well. And in sense my phone no any available and Mbappe na the cause of person no akasa with ni own mouth. Mama for the cray was him. And you see the entire makers of money kind of cray because of understanding. Obiane said what na asemase. And maybe because of Obia perspective of understanding Obi feel like say in semi okay the whole picture say be a fourth choice. Also Becca say be in semi make me talk about availability. And in command Abelo Kodin here or say oh 4 strikers. And or started 3 of them. And the say nipa na oti bench no and a fourth choice. That is the understanding of Mbappe. In semi Abelo akan no or no for free. But Abel no can say because of physical problems, because we Mbappe na injuries, and the main reason why proud to the match against Espanyol or call Mbappe now or catch the match with the men person best started because of injuries now. Into me started these 3 players. And now game no Osaka catch them. A classical game that didn't seem in about because Mbappe bad training grounds now. On money clear to him say match on starting. Mbappe free training grounds. Into her, Kobusa Abelo asem or say on team starting player. Say BBC will be free players training ako. On team field will be a training no mama or some concobo. And Mbappe no literally mean offer free in Sema Abelo can say. So what's here 4 attackers? Now say what started training me to bench there. Just me a 4th choice. And also we're going to perform ahead of Master Antonio, Goncalo Garcia, any video transfer on your starting lineup. So this is the issue. I think we part of it. Abelo Anagaza walk. Abelo Anagaza walk. You know, Mbappe in some okay, can you natural the beginning, the genesis of stories now they come about Real Madrid. They say a certain place was against Xabi Alonso, and a place was for Xabi Alonso because Utie in Semna Mbappe, I kind of now say. First half of the season, no me give you a good performance. No more structure, more style of football. But second half, the BBI Jigui. So I was watching say, oh yeah, for Xabi Alonso. And Vinicius Junior so in the multiple comments I'll make it say Xabi Alonso is not in any structure, but Abel Alonso actually be. Remember for now they always solve one problem.
Los Blancos, So I wanted you to answer that question for me. So our discussion today, our debates today, these 5 elite strikers. I'm going to mention their names. We'll have to decide on 3 of them. So which of these 3 are you keeping in your team or are you picking? And then you leave out or you eliminate 2 of them. And the strikers are Karim Benzema, Robert Lewandowski, Luis Suárez, Sergio Agüero, and Samuel Eto'o. But Charlie, looks like all of these guys are within a generation. But that's about old. Samuel Eto'o no dey oba before these guys. So let's see. I think that I agree that these strikers are the best we've seen in the last 2 decades. Yes, indeed. Let's start. I'll also start with you. Benzema, Lewandowski, Suárez, Agüero, Samuel Eto'o. Give me your first 3. Come on, also. Until we're there, Aboga. Let's go. So there are more options. There are options. I'm not sure. Say
I said the obe choose be you need to have explanation to it. About debate I say bad there. So far as at the point we use defensive contribution any cost me
why no man?
Lampard.
Defense coach.
The question you come Lampard me who be that
against one. Gerrard.
Against Gerrard for school senior star.
Sir, you there.
And to kwa cinema team dey defensive contribution keke on.
Almost tiasie bisa fans no so man tiasie. Tiasie.
Tiasie ye ba we
no peba o ka hwe on ti.
Ono ready no dey nem so make am dey.
Oh, boga yo.
So bienti me ka do bi nkan wa.
Yare. Ase officer attack me.
We dey ye promise that one start.
You can't
We say now attack me.
Yes, you can be all kind of there no be.
Yeah, okay, we see.
And then Victor Valdes.
Cinema Victor Valdes ndo kwa kwa we azi.
Victor Valdes.
Hey, FMS ready, Charlie. You always have to watch our shows.
Cinema Valdes ndo kwa bi ojekun na se ma we. Obetime defend bibi o wiase. Obetime defend Victor Valdes against New Courtois. Peter Cech Van der Sar. Na cinema cheche na boa. Victor.
Na mandiana.
Bonjour.
Charlie,
Ça va?
The first I become fans na tiasie dey. No, I don't know.
Ne fans there.
Who's there o kono enya on. Now they can block certain lanes.
Photos so man usili. Because boys limit me wuro.
Boy.
So you see, as far as these 5 players are concerned, first of all, you're more wild because Serena Prince can for the past 2 decades, more top 5 center forwards will be these 5 of you. I'm buy I'm best set a certain standard for strikers. Until a way a striker. That's what buy into the scenes. Now better perform to a certain peaker omona omoye the benchmark enti in as smart said they are made to a film no I think say in terms of performance and baby omo elevate to do yemo waso with that Benzema be winning Ballon d'Or Lewandowski ebe set a certain standard T3 in the Bundesliga Samuel Eto'o and so ebe elevated to a certain peak Agüero he was part of that successful dynastic circle at Manchester City Inyaye and at a point in time the goals or share contributed to league omoji bebrebe in terms of performance wise these 5 no top omna standard for strikers in the year bo ebidin in the whole year striker now person do a certain big we mu you don't be measure so in terms of performance they are there but you see with this 5 no na me to a film no I think say I'll base it on 5 criteria but I never 5
yeah ojuma yo
my menche and
the
boys they say I'm children to me first ebe individual performance 2 goals and consistency 3 a big game impact 4 completeness of striker profile and 5 team dependency and system dependency so first individual level that's their performance overall performance in terms of performance first Benzema at a point in time Leon was playing as a second striker and I'll give you a good performance Leon and I'm at Real Madrid to begin their new galactic era and Obekao Obayano near bonus striker it's not there's a competition between Ononi Higuain but Obayano the performance in this at a point in time no I on and off inconsistency but in terms of the issue between Onone Higuain team need decided say yen keep Benzema near Higuain enko omo keep Benzema at a point in time not Real Madrid fans no any believe bia wonimu because of the performance but onya man time no o prove it say in terms of performance he is there at the point in time Ubeka say Benzema goals near assist compared to strikers no best not for be because in that team now there was a certain player in Cristiano Ronaldo in terms of goals not remember it's not Benzema Juma defend the second striker Juma for Cristiano Ronaldo to score so in terms of goals and assists because of now Ronnie Diamond because of Cristiano Ronaldo involvement in this team meeting now the performance has given more assists compared to goals but to give you a good performance Cristiano Ronaldo leaving in 2018 now on the poster boy for Real Madrid project any who goal contribution no betim there ba intima for Pined din komo after say Cristiano Ronaldo leaving say now the goals and assists na ye dey judge Benzema say on my goals and assists and you proving for a top striker you won't need to wait but after Cristiano Ronaldo you checking the goals and assists on the bar at a point in time Real Madrid winning the UEFA Champions League goal contribution on an LED and then didn't go the Ballon d'Or so in terms of individual performance he was there Lewandowski actually right from Borussia Dortmund onya the introduction to be in the team after say a certain striker be prior or Borussia Dortmund set up now Jurgen Klopp it me introduce in that season the UEFA Champions League Real Madrid for 4 goals in the game Okopimo Bayern Munich there can a history giving out a good performance setting records upon records at the point in time in a match or the 5 minutes actually 5 goals and in terms of performance or chile be Borussia Dortmund or Bayern Munich so or betray any Barcelona yeah can say ne more number form because of the age but in terms of goal scoring abilities and the performance untimi for do the brand or Bayern Munich there but in terms of goals or the Kakrabebro so in terms of individual performance he was there now Agüero was part of that City dynasty circle na no with Manuel Pellegrini and Roberto Mancini Obi Abeka the famous goal or Boston Wanderers in the final stage of the Premier League and Manchester United and Manchester City for competing for the league checking the goal or share and at that point in time upper total striker we are say this win the Premier League it was Agüero no be abundant so in terms of performance Agüero set a certain standard through in the Manchester City team in the Premier League as well Luis Suárez actually say open player single-handedly obetimi attack a team on his shoulders are no ye team come about time with Liverpool say in a Liverpool team no enye sa but on kwa single handedly in the season it me shed 32 goals Liverpool team no enye good enough any of from go pay Barcelona on the for me the famous MNS no can be checking the goal contribution anyhow at a point in time La Liga na Messi Cristiano Ronaldo mbobi no obede top scorer Europe so kwaji golden boot so in terms of performance on so Samuel Eto'o face ebe tre Inter giving out a good performance Barcelona ebe give out a good performance even the days are no fade off no or pay more Chelsea give out a good performance for Chelsea so in terms of performance he is there so in ranking them in this category no 1 ebe opening FL Luis Suárez 2 ebe Benzema 3 Lewandowski 4 Samuel Eto'o 5 Agüero in that criteria.
So let's go again. Number 1.
In terms of individual performance, no.
Hey. How be individual performance? Yes,
on 5
criteria. What guy anytime?
It's not man yourself.
Oh, but just
please.
Mommy.
O first train.
My first
your ranking no overall ranking no. Omami ranking no. They give me reasons why.
Okay.
This guy is number 1.
Okay.
This guy is number 2.
Simple. Many simple.
It's me more 5 minutes.
I'm 5 minutes.
But you know,
baby. So my number 1 choice ebe Luis Suárez. 2.
Okay.
Ebe Benzema.
Huh.
Not 3 Lewandowski.
Okay.
So Agüero and Samuel Eto'o ebe out.
Luis Suárez, Lewandowski and Benzema. Top 3. Thank you very much. My reasons why you are picking this. So what can explain?
In terms of performance, they make no. But check their individual qualities, their individual performance, goals, consistency. I'm a big gamer. You truly believe, say, in terms of big game impact, Luis Suárez actually in multiple games are important when it's in your boss. Open differences now on the baby. Same as Benzema, Lewandowski Suárez. Menka se Agüero monson chere. Menka Samuel Eto'o mon chere. But the number of it and how consistent are they? And how in terms of the impact, no a huge impact in it. In terms of goals and goals contribution, you can Luis Suárez goals I was say. Lewandowski crowd there and they on the bank Ronaldo and Messi kakra. And Benzema Emma multiple goals and assists baby there. But compared to elite net number of goals, I was say elite he's there. Same thing applies to Eto'o, same thing applies to Agüero. But in ranking them, no, as far as this 3 air part, I think it will be difficult for Samuel Eto'o and Agüero to be in because you have Ballon d'Or now and the most prestigious individual trophy. Benzema GB. FIFA best player, Lewandowski GB. At a point in time, Luis Suárez was part of it. Eto'o Emre Muda. Samson open here for Agüero in Muda.
Eto'o wadi third.
Yeah, I think
Eto'o was in 2009. In
That was,
2009.
Yes, 2009.
He was part.
Yeah, top 3.
You know why I do.
Okay.
So Eto'o too was part. And Agüero quite the Oman will be.
My recency bias in that down.
Now we can't see me
Don't let me know how.
It's I don't know how much we are grass. Yeah, I just remember.
Don't be cool.
Listen.
You can't complain because you know our benefit of how do you say it? Production or some familiarity. Oh, be out. When I was sending mom to see how you know
that. Why am I dead one my own man?
Like we were supposed to do this last
5 criteria.
It's not like man running your man on top.
Running in one by one. Be no rank.
Boga,
my fans and they hear me out. So that I'm even voice the same.
It is part of the job. O say Lewandowski, Luis Suárez, Benzema. When pass Eto'o, Agüero, and I will see the 2 of them should sit on the bench.
And more reasons.
Watch that.
More reasons. No boys anti reasons. Ni ambeka se bia me bias.
The men young who fin wa. Watch it. Obi or should be obetiasi. O say, okay, let me help you here. Performance, individual performance. Still, I will rate these 3 guys ahead of them. This is Ginabo no ye ba. They are better than the Agüero and Eto'o.
Yeah, because of the match.
Big game
Big game impact.
impact. You believe that Suárez, Benzema, and
And we can bet than that.
So you combine everything and then you...
And that's my
no other into market 2. The rest of the 3 hours of the 5 are
goals and consistency.
goals and consistency.
Yeah.
Goals and consistency, you know.
Yeah.
Say then Luis Suárez, Lewandowski, Benzema, they still scored more. Consistency. One day consistency in Luis Suárez. One day consistency in Lewandowski. One day consistency.
Yeah, I want to make you my
Wow.
maybe. The okay, cause okay, Cashman. You can't come in casa.
Go on, Kasa.
Maybe.
But yeah, then you've given us your top 3. Thank you very much.
I think say.
Let me go to Albert.
But per se obi defend there dey be na you bet me see man.
We obi
Or submit or any submission.
You bet me see. You bet me George at one. You na question one.
You are poji.
Okay. But me submitting the mass on interject. Blow pa. Show me the blue man. So out of the 5 strikers, we are supposed to eliminate 2 out. And the primary responsibility of these 5 people is to score goals.
Bam.
And looking at the lists that we are talking to me, Agüero is supposed to be out. Second.
Oh, you know films this year.
Before I will explain why.
Okay.
Agüero is out. Karim Benzema is out.
Boga, why did why did you laugh?
I Ballon d'Or. Oh, can go. I go even.
That Ballon d'Or 7 munjayo. Michael Owen Ballon d'Or.
Ben carry.
Pablo Nedved Ballon d'Or.
Me see mo, me see.
What I see?
Me see mo,
Charlie, the time is 12:14. I'm giving you 10 minutes. Let's go.
10 minutes. Let me explain why.
10 minutes there was.
Because I also use 10
You
minutes.
use 10 minutes.
Yes, I no say mama away because I'm coming me me. Coming me me mo biate say ama sa say de. Kiko e dey am nya. But o sa so.
We na konti he.
Oh,
We
the primary responsibility.
na kwan be wa ma you.
Kweken wa o ka big game come in papa. Ba den
La kun de bia sa de woni me ye me fiu. Yanko.
I didn't think me Sergio Agüero frame. Look, these strikers has different profiles. Agreed. And Sergio Agüero in the English Premier League has shown that when it comes to the Premier League, he's one of the best strikers the Premier League has seen. And in fact, he has been very decisive for Manchester City, especially a Premier League they won, which it took Sergio Agüero's last minute goal to get Manchester City that particular trophy. But in comparison, it's against 4 extra attackers who has done better than Sergio Agüero at club level and also at the national team level. Unfortunately for Sergio Agüero, when Argentina was winning the FIFA World Cup, he was not part of the team. He has had the chance to play in 2 or 3 World Cups for Argentina. The 2014, I saw him, he played, even he was not a starter. In 2018, he was a starter and Argentina were eliminated in the round of 16 or quarterfinals. So, what he did, he defined an era in the Premier League. But this is going to be outside Premier League. Now, outside Premier League, what has Sergio Agüero done with Manchester City? With Barcelona that he has played, with Atletico Madrid, with Inter Milan? He has failed to win the UEFA Champions League. So, with that, I think out of the 5 strikers we are talking about, Agüero is going to be the least ranked player I'm going to put in here. Now, Karim Benzema is an example of taking advantage of a moment. Taking advantage of an opportunity. So, I'll explain him as an opportunist. When Karim Benzema won the Ballon d'Or, who was competing Karim Benzema in that particular season? What were the let's say the reasons what helped Karim Benzema to win the Ballon d'Or? And you see, Florentino Perez, I'm going to reference Florentino Perez just 2 days ago or 3 days ago. In his interview that he made to El Chiringuito, he said the last 2 Champions Leagues Real Madrid won was thanks to Vinicius Junior. Black, yes or yes?
He said that.
Charlie, this man the talk.
Yes. One of
Thanks to him, just or no one as a
thanks to him.
orchestrated
His part.
BBA.
The conversation was about Vini. Say, "Can come back, my Vini, and come back thanks to him because he
Also the last 2.
And the last 2,
The last one in the major 2. Say Nena Benzema ko. But last 2, the one before,
that's not also count.
the one before the because thanks to him, I say
Thanks to him, his part.
What's single on it out?
The conversation was around
I
him.
was around Vinicius.
Yeah,
The question was
for
Vinicius.
Vinicius. Almost about Vinicius and
Oh, they matters.
Nobody are boys in.
But that doesn't affect his.
And
his
then affect.
Jimmy de me can't say my I just wanted a yes or no answer. So was thanks to Vinicius Junior. Agreed. Karim Benzema won the Ballon d'Or based on the Champions League Real Madrid won. And I don't know whether you can help me with that statistics. That Champions League season, who won the
top scorer?
top scorer in that
Yeah,
particular?
Benzema.
It was
Benzema.
Yeah.
Who won the European Golden
Scored
Ball?
17 goals.
Who won the European Golden
Okay.
Ball?
Or breaking Ronaldo record.
Who won the European Golden Boot? It was Lewandowski.
Yeah.
That season, no, Lewandowski.
That's
No, no.
Oh, wait a minute.
It was
2021.
Bayern Munich.
2021. He was
Yes.
at Barcelona.
Barcelona, no.
No, that was the
2021, no Barcelona.
no
Yeah,
the final against Liverpool.
Yeah, no.
The final against Liverpool. Okay, so check who won. Check the one who won the
Yeah,
Golden
just
Boot. for me.
type the 2021.
The Ballon d'Or came to meet Karim Benzema and he took advantage of it. Because
But Albert, not to cut you, but that season Benzema was outstanding. Like there was no competition.
He was outstanding. So that was his year. That was his year. So I'm now going to reference you to years before that season came. When he was in the BBC, what were his numbers?
Wasn't a standout. Okay.
What were his numbers? Was he that proactive up front, giving that number of goals like he did in the season that he won the Ballon d'Or? So the consistency comes in. Yes, he was playing a secondary role to support certain players, agreed. But in this conversation, if you are talking about strikers and the primary responsibility of a striker is to score a goal, then that particular factor and that particular base or basis, I think he falls short. Now, talking of this guy, Samuel Eto'o,
Yeah.
we are not talking about him.
I haven't found it.
We are talking about him because he came in a generation. He played at the highest level. I mean, at that time he was dominating Europe and he was leading lines for Barcelona, Inter Milan, Chelsea. At that time, these players were also emerging. So you said something before that recency bias. So because of recency bias, we've forgotten what Samuel Eto'o did in the Barcelona team. Don't forget, in the 2009 treble winning season,
It was Lewandowski.
Lewandowski won the
2021, Madrid won the Champions League, right?
yes.
So it was Lewandowski.
In 2009, when Barcelona won the treble under
Charlie, you talk.
Pep Guardiola, who was the leading man in the number 9 position?
Man City won.
I said Barcelona in 2009.
2009. It was Eto'o.
It was Eto'o.
Yeah.
Good.
Eto'o,
Then
Messi and
after that season, he left to Inter Milan. Went to win the treble again. Who was the leading man in the attack?
2010.
Diego
At
Milito.
Inter Milan.
2010 was Milito. He wasn't the
I'm not saying who was the face.
but he was
Give
part
out
of
a
the
good
team.
performance. It was Milito, the face, Milito. Eto'o, no, it was Milito. Diego Milito. Milito and Snyder. Milito and Snyder. Some because I was no PM to I'm in Chimano.
No, then Eto'o in the 2009 treble winning season. Then you should have disagreed there because there was certain front line man in Messi,
Yeah.
in Thierry Henry's.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the number 9
Number 9. I don't know number 9. Milito never number 9. No, or a ringer.
in the Barcelona team. In the Barcelona team, he was leading the lines, and we saw the impact of Samuel Eto'o. But you see, when you're having these conversations, look, the Africanism comes in because he's an African.
And in that year, he won the fourth African Player of the Year, like the record, 2010.
Look, man,
You see, then you see, he's an African comes in. Look at how he's underestimating the African Player of the Year.
Me underestimate.
Yeah, he's underestimating the African player because you see, in Africa, you understand? So recency bias has made us look. Recency bias one, and because he's from Africa, we are trying to discredit the impact and the quality of Sergio, what's his name, Samuel Eto'o as a striker. Look, when Samuel Eto'o should have been a Brazilian, he has been an European. When we're talking about top strikers, because and then besides say in our generation or from 2005 over, but with top 5 strikers near and Samuel Eto'o didn't be. See ya, around him. But Sanka European, Sanka South American now. He would have been in the conversation.
No, still no.
He would have been because and then he can't. And Lewandowski, this, that. But don't forget.
But did you know that in that 2010 that Inter season, he scored 6 goals in 11 games in the group stage knockout and the Champions League number June.
Yeah.
6 goals.
6
in
goals
11 games.
In 11 games.
He was a major. He was a big key player in that team.
No,
The-
you
we are
see, we
talking
are going to
about-
compare the players in the same team.
You see, Albert, you cannot talk about bias as if one night bias more. You can bias. You see, the criteria or use the judge Benzema no. That same criteria and one fan one judge to the different thing. If you're talking about goals, Eto'o man. If you talk about impact in games, Eto'o man. The baby,
Okay. You like it that way?
yeah, that way.
Okay. What has been Karim Benzema's impact? Apart from that 2022 Champions League final, now Muji, you know. Before that, what has been Karim Benzema's impact since he joined the Real Madrid team? Look, I remember Karim Benzema one season did not even reach 10 goals in the La Liga.
Okay.
10 goals in the La Liga.
Season bay.
The BBC era. Check it. The BBC era.
The BBC era no. As I said 2013-2014. The BBC era no 2013-2014. They won the UEFA Champions League. He contributed to it.
I am not saying look
You
then
see,
again. You are coming to justify what I'm saying about Samuel Eto'o.
Remember, huge contribution. Not about say as what team be the koyo. Huge contribution. Even in the final no plan. You're forcing man boy. 2015, he gave out a good performance. The three-peat season, he was part of it, playing an integral role. And to even can say seasons are no symbolic. Go to the Bayern the first 2 seasons. That is all.
Look. You are just saying.
17-18 was 5 goals in La Liga.
Who is he? Who is Karim Benzema?
Benzema.
Why?
Striker.
Not striker. We bought 30 something matches. Actually 5 goals in the season. Now all the catch up is there.
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No, look, I'm not just basing it on that.
What do you know about Eto'o goals?
No.
I'm
I'm not just basing on that, you see. But I'm trying to reference you that apart, that's why I said he took advantage of an opportunity that met him and he took it very well. So in fact in that season he was very standout, and that's why look now you Sadio Mane munyina create Benzema Beji Ballon d'Or.
He's never been one of those like guys, the great
consistently
guys until that season or Ballon d'Or.
That season, yes, he was a contributing factor in the team that dominated Europe in the Real Madrid team. Agreed, but as a striker, to feel the impact of a striker in the team during the BBC era when Madrid were dominating, Karim Benzema was nowhere to be found. Look, it got to a point. Okay, it got to a point.
In 5 minutes,
that's why broke. Time grass.
But you are interjecting.
Time was
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. Look.
I don't know. Mamma bet 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Per year to Sona catch. You're never word my okay.
Look. Wukasami yedi.
My
Of what?
And someone can clarity because
you have a time for all those things.
Benzema
I say Benzema.
Benzema ni Agüero.
And Charlie made a case for the rest guys.
It's
arrest no I send from arrest you see
And
the reason why you see
Benzema. It's money. What the money?
why you na the time you saw it over baby
So many 2
And
minutes.
that 2 minutes, one fan wrap up. Now 2 minutes crowd also.
Masa wo ye ma time na extra time.
2 minutes na me say you
Ye ma extra time o. Ye ma extra time we say.
you can the engine Benzema free me I said that
Masa bacho me dey no.
No, I can't.
Who can say to free me can say me na. Look, in that same Real Madrid team, it got to a point. These same Real Madrid supporters were lambasting Karim Benzema to be sold out of the team when he was missing a lot of chances. The early stages. I remember. Look, that time, 2017. I was in HS3, 2017. Look. No, I didn't here. Look, HS3, 2017. Remember. Karim Benzema was very wakeful in the attacking third. And these Real Madrid supporters were criticizing him they should sell him out of the team until Ronaldo left the club and he took the club. So when it comes to longevity and having impact consistently in the Real Madrid dominance or in the Real success, Karim Benzema was nowhere to be found. So it's an opportunity. Now, please, let me move on. The reason why Suárez, look, Suárez is the most unpredictable forward in that 5 players. He's the most unpredictable. He has the goals. In fact, to win the golden boots in the midst of Ronaldo and Messi's dominance is unprecedented. And no crowd qualifying baby. Now Lewandowski consistently at the highest level, giving a player who can give you 30 goals in like 5, 6, 7 consecutive seasons. Top striker. And then somebody to the same Canadian Canadian. Intimate time now.
No. Suárez, Eto'o, and then.
It's me arranging order. Suárez, Lewandowski, Samuel Eto'o, Benzema, and Agüero.
Okay, thank you very much. Stony, what's not BB?
That's your question.
on to copy now because they might get kind of fire.
Yeah, the difference right
Yeah,
there.
to let me know who do you add. I'm sure. Okay, I don't know, but I'm sure Lewandowski, Suárez, they will come. The one out didn't come.
Kofu anga so muhimu wa. Yeah, o pesa moji.
Moji dey we ase na moji bi.
All cannot disagree for why didn't happen. It's
Do
not
there.
okay.
Mami go straight.
I don't know what problem. Me submission.
Me in check because this I think say
I don't know what problem.
it's supposed to be something simple.
But I'm
Looking
so
at
much
the
more
players,
for 5 criteria. Na the
Oh,
end
no.
and na Eto'o I see.
Me chewa man Mr. Wood. Me chewa man him.
Looking at the players producer they buy it. Me who say was a bibi gidi
According to
someone Eto'o feels.
Good yeah.
Oh, Mami Kasala. Fast name him you. Fast name him. Mami Kasala. Samuel Eto'o feels. Kun Agüero, Suárez, Lewandowski, and Karim Benzema. Straightforward. It's Samuel Eto'o feels and Kun Agüero and a better than chain.
According to what?
How many better than
Tell
chain?
us what you think.
Samuel Eto'o feels and Kun Agüero
No,
and a better than chain.
Okay.
This is so simple. It was one. Mami nko omoa. Who say they are elite as compared to that of Samuel Eto'o feels and Kun Agüero. Let's start with Luis Suárez. You know the Liverpool team. At the particular point in time, he was the standout player in that particular team. Single-handedly, only team the trophy and now yene for so much. I think for over 30 years or so. That's the English Premier League, you know. Or not single-handedly, that particular trophy. So he moved on from Luis Suárez. The EPO, right? I'm talking about the EPO.
EPO winning with Liverpool winning.
Oh, maybe I'm Gerrard. So yes, I think his performance in the English Premier League was very standout. He moved on to Barcelona, where it was, I mean, a war for every defender. And Luis Suárez, because and yet say performance and quite a against Luis Suárez. You have to do extra and some way to make against this particular striker, scoring more goals. I mean, scoring like 30 goals in a season, you know, became like a normal thing in the La Liga. And again, Lewandowski is also the trademark from Bundesliga to the Spanish La Liga. On also goals now because for these kind of players in India. If you are talking about them, goals and the better, or the better judge. And if you are talking about goals, then Luis Suarez and Lewandowski stand out in this particular debate. And again, the last person will be Benzema. I think it's a Honana, Lacombe, and Alberto. But maybe who didn't hear. I was say you take out Benzema from this particular strikers.
Okay.
One, in the Madrid team, it got to a timer. Benzema, maybe or sacrificing him. Emma, a set. Listen, we should understand. Say he sacrificed himself for a certain player in the Madrid setup. That is Cristiano Ronaldo.
So that's the reason why he was not scoring.
Wait,
yes.
He sacrificed himself because at that particular time, we had a certain competition between these two players. That is Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. So Obiana or what that particular setup, being Barcelona or Real Madrid, played to fit these two players.
Okay.
Either Ronaldo and I said Lionel Messi.
Yes, I'm with you. First point. Okay. I like it where he said, players around these players were playing to fit these two players.
Okay.
But one in the midst performed to win the Golden Boot in even the 2 seasons. 2 seasons, right? And who are the other ones? What me?
Okay, see, and the Tony can. I truly I truly agree with you. You know why? Because after that season, now Ronaldo quite in 2018-2019 season, Ronaldo caught 17-18 after the World Cup. No quite. The next season, 18-19, Benzema shared 30 goals. The next season, or shared 44 goals. And Obawi or shared 31 goals. It is true.
Within that particular era,
no, I'm not saying it's not true.
So
because you're not true. So
I'm just saying that I'm making points. I'm okay with that. That was exactly who I was coming. After the era of Cristiano Ronaldo, we all saw the impact on Wankasa carry the Real Madrid team on his shoulders. Scoring number of goals not during the era of Ronaldo, not on share.
So my problem is that we are saying two players had to sacrifice for someone because they were the front liners in the project. But one was able to score the goals and he won the European Golden Boot. I'm talking about Suárez because yes, he was also playing to fit Messi.
So you see, this
different team how they play. We are the conversation.
Now listen.
He was the best player.
So see, the Alberto Eka say, even though say now players were sacrificing for the likes of Ronaldo and Messi, but still Luis Suarez ebeji the golden boot. This is a debate you're having, and we are supposed to choose 3 or sideline 2 people. Right now, remember to see Luis Suarez, to see Lewandowski, to see Karim Benzema. Meaning say Karim Benzema in a way fits and I say in the same league as compared to these players. But the likes of Agüero and Eto'o, because of where they were playing for, and I say because of how they were playing their football, they don't come close to these people. It's a whole choice as to whether you are going to bring in Benzema or you are going to.
And you see Benzema, I need the better Messi.
Into Asia, Agüero ne Eto'o.
Yes.
They don't come close to.
They don't come close to these people
in terms of their quality and I say what they achieved.
What they achieved in terms of their quality.
They don't come.
They don't
Are
come
you talking
close to
about
them.
achievements?
Of course.
Into
And if you say achievement,
go head to head with achievement,
Oh, me and one the
Agüero
Benzema.
and Eto'o. Who comes close to
One the
Benzema?
Now
Benzema.
Benzema achievements doing.
Eto'o won the treble twice. Oh.
Benzema just said Champions League also said.
Champions League already.
Benzema just said Champions
He
League.
has won the treble twice. You are telling me.
wait.
On G League ni biana. On G League
No,
na.
look. Who can say he does not come
If you
close?
don't
Close to him. Yeah, and he try and
No,
right.
you see, as for achievement, they are facts. You can't create your own thing and say it here. In Tiano, we can just go through them and compare the two. Even off the cuff, I know that Eto'o has won 4 Africa Player of the Year. And not quite just small. Yes, what the Ballon d'Or is true. The best player in the world. Club trophies, Eto'o, Aji treble twice.
With 2 clubs.
2 different
Back to back.
clubs.
So that's 6 trophies.
That's 6 trophies.
Yanko.
And then about England, I think it's only Chelsea.
Chelsea.
I think the FA Cup.
Yes.
Won the Premier League. 2014.
Number 2.
Benzema.
Priority about
was
trophies.
2017.
But to make Maka. Obiaje.
Obiaje, okay.
Yes.
So you see Benzema.
Sauce.
Hey, I don't mean Ghana.
What's that?
Oh, man, Ghana. Na sauce na this is even I'm confirmed.
Ufa. My own way of
Like him fan was searching for.
Yeah.
Google.
Is it chat?
Chat.
Or
Chat.
Ah,
no,
they
it's a credible one.
Chat.
Masa chat.
Karim Benzema trophies. Hey, now they that's a problem on. So good
Chat
phone.
not credible.
See actually there.
Chat is credible.
Benzema UEFA Champions League waje for one kind.
What you say?
Unya waje 5.
Now it's a
La Liga, I'm sorry. Waje 5. La Liga waje 4. Copa del Rey waje 3. Super Copa de España waje 4. Super Cup waje 4. FIFA Club World Cup waje 5. Lyon waje 4 trophies with Lyon. Anna El Etihad
The 4 trophies Ben Ojo is Leon.
waje 4 trophies. Enye name yeah about obi
Leon,
league.
they are not much, yeah.
Waje 4 trophies with Lyon.
I said Spain, you know, ball trophies the OG.
And then I'm for my but to meet him so check.
With the chat.
So
Okay, me but the number.
let's
With the chat here, yo.
Okay. Over say
Overall, sitting.
overall, person what kind? If it's overall,
also true.
25 plus.
29.
Oh,
Checking here 29.
Benzema.
Yeah, 29. But
I didn't make out saying
they had what you want.
making 30.
Into 30. What you 30? Okay. Yanko open your friend.
Eto'o.
Champions League or G2. Champions League or G2. That be Champions League also G3.
I didn't tell.
So
But the
2009.
No, 2009 all free Basa call.
What you need?
Nigeria no call.
Okay, into waje 2. La Liga waje 3. Copa del Rey waje 1. Barcelona trophies waje no. Wait, Inter Milan 2010 waje Champions League but in Champions na be 3. To waje Barca 2006 2009. And waje Inter Milan 2010.
Waje 3 Champions
To waje
League.
3 Champions League. And waje Serie A baako. And waje Coppa Italia so baako. And waje Super Coppa Italian so baako. Chelsea Premier League no waje baako. FA Cup waje baako. And one trophies awaje.
Andrew you.
do 20. It's 17.
Okay.
If you're talking about achievements, yeah.
And the fact
Yes.
so because on men. But okay the player quality so on men. I know I think it's debatable. But to be also
yes.
So
But
it's
to me,
yeah, I understand. But Charlie,
But it was same will become
medium I mean carrying like our bro. These five players. These 5 players, I will not do the analysis on their goals, the achievements. Because it will disadvantage some of the players.
very good.
I want
to go to that.
I want to look at them purely based on their quality, and maybe I'll add their consistency and the way they apply themselves in the game. What I see, the talent no, but how did they use it and how was it used? This I say, say, Benzema sacrifice for Ronaldo. Me new nyadwin. Ne quality as a player no, and then they use it. What I say, he's a very very
We
good.
felt his quality and as we felt his impact in the team after Ronaldo left.
No, his impact was there. He was there. That's why he was starting for them. Into the quality, no, they use it, and they didn't have advantage. More be there so. Ronaldo move you no. Then the team was built around him. When it was built around him, the goal scoring ability also showed. So that makes him a very great player. You got what I'm trying to say? Yes, he's a good guy. Like he's a proper player. And in fact goes a one shot and the money and argument against him. Into this group of players, I'll categorize them into two group of players. Benzema, Samuel Eto'o, or probably Lewandowski. Guys that I would say they are very, very good. I'll bring Luis Suárez. They are good in terms of the all-round game. So their link-up play, jab dribbling, and the general gameplay. So, for example, Luis Suárez at Liverpool, he wasn't just a striker or goals. He was the game, like, almost the playmaker. So Gerard Fiwa. He will take up the ball from the midfield, drive the team forward, dribbling, scoring long ranges. And Luis Suárez, they will know his legacy. Say he's definitely one of the best strikers we've seen. He's part of my top 2 strikers in the world. Like all time since Mr. Semishebo. Luis Suárez, the game in general is one of the best. The goal contributions, the preciseness in the box, or shoot ball now, it's going straight into the goal post. And the sort of games are all determined or winning money teams. No, you can talk of Liverpool, even Barcelona, the national team, Uruguay. We don't talk about Uruguay a lot, but also a lot of important goals by Uruguay. For Luis Suárez, he is there. And I'm talking about Benzema too, and then Eto'o. I mentioned these 2 guys too. Eto'o, the general gameplay, it's special. Eto'o is one of the guys that, and the last time I was talking with Zando, and I say, so Ronaldo the Lima Fiwa, Eto'o is the one closer to him.
Because
like in terms
Africa,
of we don't see like that type of strikers that are very dynamic. They can dribble from behind, they can dribble from close ranges. The passing is good, the movement is good. What I'm trying to say, those are naturally talented guys. And then Benzema too can do that. That is why he was able to sacrifice for Ronaldo, because he can drop deep, he can pass well, he can dribble, and also can score the goals for you. What I'm trying to say. So those are the group of players in that category. I'll call them. I don't know the name to give them, but they are more of general players, like general talented forwards. And then the Lewandowski, and then who's the other guy? And then Agüero. Agüero is able to do that. Yeah. But I think under Pep, he wasn't really Obiana. He was cut out for that job, even though his game he's good at that. But Agüero is more precise in it. Like on the go, Shenu will three more since say Obeyes Animan. That is how I see him. And even if I'm ranking them, I'll still put Benzema, Eto'o, and Suárez ahead of him in terms of the general gameplay. I'll still put them ahead of him. But I still think that in the goal scoring there, he's still one of the best. And then he's like Lewandowski. Lewandowski there, we know, even at Bayern Munich, his job was scoring. And until so about Barcelona, he wasn't one of the guys you would think he would be very good in terms of the general gameplay and linking up with the teammates. Lewandowski is a purely goal poacher. See, that is how I categorize them. Lewandowski and Agüero on the other hand, and then Benzema, Eto'o, and Luis Suárez also on the other hand. It is me ranking these guys are Luis Suárez will be part of the top 3. Samuel Eto'o will be there. Look, Samuel Eto'o, many argue that he is even the best ever African player. Born a to be boy, you know.
Many argue
he is. Okay. Because to win 4 African Player of the Year award is no easy.
Do you know Samuel Eto'o?
Eto'o is there. Eto'o is there. See,
because of African team.
Benzema at by or before the year he won the Ballon d'Or, and that year nobody can argue he was undisputedly the best player in the world. Until that year, he wasn't a standout striker in the world.
He was.
But there were moments.
He was.
Which year was he the standout striker in the world?
He was.
Which year?
2005, 2006 at Lyon. He scored 32 goals.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there.
He was their poster boy.
2006, no. 2006.
He was their poster boy.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Oh, listen to me. That 2006, Eto'o was ruling the world. Eto'o was one of the best players. He was top there. Ahead of him.
One Musa and you see, they are more Kenyan.
Because now can
about the peak time.
And let me say.
So
Benzema's time was a Ballon d'Or season.
No. Ballon d'Or no share. I
won't do argument for goals and numbers. I won't do argument. Say I can't go there. You will continue to argue. I'm talking about the techniques of these guys. The quality of these guys.
Techniques are resulted today.
Oh.
I'm talking about
the quality of these guys.
Na quality that be our show. Quality.
Show info.
That be no show quality.
Show now show no. Eto ya the same. What is the argument?
What sense?
Me match we dey gonna make it to mouth.
And category bia or the talking in favor of Eto'o. Benzema is better than him there.
How is he better than him?
In terms of ball playing.
How is he better than him?
Ball playing.
Who share Eto'o? Yes,
I'm share Eto'o.
Yes, man, share.
Me share Eto'o in 2 kwa me but nanya minimum sa 2 na share 2 times share ni be bi am ko. Time na me ko share.
Eto'o Agüero na o say Eto'o in the 30s. Eto'o Agüero.
I'm 30 years. 2 na no go.
Eto'o Agüero. Listen. Your numbers are show. He came to deliver. So what are you saying? The beginning, 206, 208, 209.
209 as for now, okay. Even in 206, our Barcelona team
was he better? Was
now you're better player than Terry Henry.
That's how I'm Terry Henry.
This conversation have Terry
Henry. Even Samuel Eto'o at the peak season, I'm because Willie Wilson. You are typical no more in the team because you're better than him. To Willie man, I'm coming.
Then
Willie Africa,
Henry ahead of him. Say Rankia. Benzema Mbeyomo. Say now can Benzema knew. That was Benzema's breakthrough. And just say he was at his peak.
Samson is here now. Ronaldo so here now Benzema so bad in peak time no. On number say Eto'o number so dey be enu oduru no. Eto'o number be about obedu 40 goals simple. Eto'o ne best season 34 goals.
That's what I see.
Benzema say 44 goals in a season.
One season
one season take.
Obia on the peak.
You see goals in peak. Benzema I will go search Eto'o.
Me say
in overall
Matuas your players on match goals be Puskas me no match on the call. By go best strikers I Obia refuse.
And team Obia refuse neither. Puskas one
say ranking players say Never at Ballon d'Or, but to be able to tell in the team is Obia celebrating. Because of the quality. Because of consistency is to spot.
And it's consistency.
How many seasons was 40 goals? Benzema now can. How many seasons was 40 goals? How many seasons was 40 goals?
30 goals.
How many goals?
For 30 goals. 30 goals. There be 4 seasons.
What's it 44?
Missing the best goal scoring season. 44. Eto'o best scoring season. 34 goals.
And how many years did he do that? How many years did he do that?
Benzema 44 goals, why back? But 30 goals now. You will be no. Why are talking for about 5 seasons?
Until you give me those seasons because
okay,
I'm not doing argument for numbers. I won't do that. I'm doing argument on player quality. And I may say
quality
is better than him.
Say about there, give it to factors and Kasobia.
What do you mean by that? You sat here.
Deputy about the quality is better.
No.
You see, in terms of quality better in terms of football, Eto'o better. Obesene
goal scoring, dribbling,
goal scoring can Benzema goal share no. It be now dey now the goal scoring goals.
Let's break it down.
The art of goal scoring, I believe he's better than him. It is simple as that. It is simple as that. Benzema has never been known for goal scoring until the last in Ballon d'Or. It is a fact. It is a fact.
In Lyon, it says
only goal challenge na be this man to score the goal. When I was saying you see, I feel the misconception.
Obia because the Benzema nim go shebia misconception.
I feel the misconception.
Because Benzema nim go
shebia. But where they are Obia the same. One argument say they are better than him.
Obia the same in terms of goal scoring.
Listen, so let me finish my argument. It is Eto'o It is Luis Suárez and Lewandowski.
Okay, let me tell you.
Straight
Oh,
away.
rank them to say. But remember, okay. Meme kase. Mame 5 goals. Striker. Eto'o is since on the 6 goals. Met me jatro. Mami nchiro. Mami nchiro. Ma be jatro.
Yeah, ben say oh to
Ne tati oh ne ali at Mayoka o say e ho season o say 6 goals at Mayoka. At Mayoka.
Obi boy na BBC.
BBC
Every day they are about 5 goals.
You see,
Obi boy Mayoka.
You see, Yankas. Obia obetenase. For okay, ma obi na kanasem. Obi antimi convince me. Say Benzema in goal share. Before say Real Madrid focus sign abano. That season at Lyon, he scored 32 goals. He was their leading man.
Chelsea forgot the lap.
Me can 32 goals here na. Or say 32 goals. And some about Real Madrid. The team Stone here again say about Real Madrid because of say about complementing a certain players binti in terms of the goals on sacrifice about complementing.
Oh, they always say to go our team. No, Obi at this. No one compliment him.
And
At a point he was playing on the wings. So he was playing on the wings.
But
how can you say?
Me disagree with you. Me disagree. Me disagree.
Argument against you. You never for the other end. So sacrifice.
Who stated say at that 2 season he was ruling the world. And I'm just saying, Derby, because in the team, when you strike a ball, he was better than Thierry Henry. And he was not ruling.
He was top. One of the best strikers in the world.
He was part of it.
In those years, Eto'o was one of the best strikers in the world. It is a fact. Benzema was breaking through.
You see, Benzema in the peak season, so one of the best strikers in the world.
And no one
in the peak
season. But you see,
maybe I'm saying
what problem is there? Where is he?
Okay. Argument on it. You see, 2-2. There be 2-2 asset. Me make say.
I don't use man.
That oh say that's why I make comment to you. If say also in a film, me tia say sir. But ultimately use factor. Even in the factor, Benzema is better than him.
No, why you can't look
fact when I say Eto'o. See, fact Ben I bet my catch me say. In that category, any criteria, this criteria, Eto'o is better than
what are the metrics you are going to use? What are the metrics you are going to identify the best, complementary player in the system? What are the metrics you are going to use to judge?
Best complementary players.
So the metrics compliment each other, bring it down.
Wanna compliment each other?
I want to see Benzema complimenting Ronaldo.
Me say Juma be compliment ya.
This is what I'm saying. Eto'o should be able to compliment Messi and even Thierry Henry at a point in time, right? Which they all succeed. If someone is using that factors to say he's going to go for Samuel Eto'o, now we'll see those factors. No, there's no way to Samuel Eto'o. Benzema there.
Okay. See, in complement each other. BBC compliments. Repeat twice. Repeat twice. In that compliment, yes, na Eto'o the compliment. Team are not compliment him. Any yes na Benzema so compliment him. In terms of trophy, Benzema still no. Okay. And the compliment and of course still and goals contribution. You see, man for Pinay can go somewhere. Ni assist in that era. Season 1 man assist, not about 10 plus assists.
No, you see, who can say not about 10 plus assists?
10 plus assists, sorry. 10 plus assists. You can check. 10 plus
bring the numbers.
Me come and say,
no, then it's
not.
No, it's not because it's Fabra.
I don't disagree with me.
I'm doubting. That's why I'm saying.
All that here there.
Source the day.
I'll be there. All that here there.
Obviously, or prefer Samuel Eto'o. What do you say?
As man make an habit. Mention my manu si bone. If I also prefer, me nyasi me akan. But all say, all prefer with a certain criteria. Even Benzema is better than him. And the prefer now or prefer Ben.
On no chere say criteria na.
Oh, the judge no kwa. Assassin no one ti dey baby na.
So let's leave the viewers to also judge. Leave your comments in a section and give us your thoughts. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye bye.